So welcome to the Say I Do podcast. We'd like to welcome you all back. I am Diana, and this is
Jun. Welcome back.
We are here from the actual center of where all the love happens.
Little different scenery for a little change.
Where the magic happens, right up in here, inside the actual chapel. We decided to give you a little different scenery, and we had another. I feel like I start it this way every single time. We had a great week.
It was a fantastic
Another great week. Yeah. Just a lot of fun. 4th of July and beyond. It was a crazy week.
Yeah.
A really crazy week. So, Jun, what are we drinking today? Let's just get started and not be shy.
So, today we're having, should I blind taste it?
It's too late.
No, I know. It's already
He knows
open.
what we're having.
It's a Chardonnay from Burgundy. It's not just a regular Burgundy. Unfortunately, this isn't a wine that's readily available to public.
And I wanted to say that my husband actually chose this wine today.
Yep.
For the past.
It's a Raymond DuPont Fawn Chardonnay from, well, technically Meursault, but it's been declassified down to regular straight regional Burgundy.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you more about it after some pour.
I got a little worried. I thought he was going to spill some.
I will never spill.
I was ready.
Because Dave already stole some of this from us, so.
You call it stealing? I call it gifting.
Wine is stealing, especially wine this good.
So delicious.
When wine's good, it's stealing. When it's bad, it's gifting.
That is so rude. I have had some gifted wines.
Considering it came out of my wine vault.
Truth be told.
Truth be told.
My husband's in the background. He's so handsome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Oh, that's refreshing.
Perfectly chilled. Absolute delicious.
Yep. Lots of lemon, lots of lime, a lot of limestone. There's a lot going. It's complex.
Am I getting like I love kind of like a pearish kind of, or something,
Yeah, something.
a light fruit, the light, very light, but delicious.
So this one is interesting because in Meursault, there's a very popular and extremely well sought out wine from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
It's one of the best Meursault in the world.
Okay.
It's also, the price tag is also quite insane. You're looking at $800-900 a bottle. If not
Although this
more.
was not 800 or 900.
No. If not more. So the story is this. This particular vineyard is located right underneath them.
Okay.
So when it comes to winemaking, when it comes to great wine, it's all about location,
Like not underneath them like at a cemetery, like where it's underneath, like you're burying bodies underneath each other. He means it's
just south
below
of it.
the region. Okay.
No, not even below region.
It's right.
It's a hill.
Okay.
So Costa Rica has the
so it's
top
just
of the
down
hill.
below.
Yeah. So Costa Rica has
Down
the
below.
top hill.
Okay, down below.
This guys are in the middle of the hill.
Okay.
Because top of the hill is considered the best.
Okay.
Middle, obviously middle. Low is considered most least favored.
Oh, okay.
But that's also where you found very good value.
Oh,
Yeah.
glad I
So
asked.
because price tag of a wine is exponential, right?
Yeah.
So higher the hilltop you go, obviously higher the price tag.
Okay.
But you can get a glimpse of that flavor for a fraction of a cost.
Okay.
And that's what we're drinking today.
Right.
But this one is a little bit more special than that because...
So this has to do with the soil as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So what happened is they were considered Meursault, but they were declassified all the way down to regional. You already finished it, wow. Because they added 1 foot of a topsoil because their neighbors complained about, hey, these guys are adding topsoil. That's technically a form of manipulation, which Burgundy is very against. If you do anything with the site, you lose your classification.
Oh.
Yeah, they're extremely strict. And then there's a whole battle about it. There's no way they were going to win it because it was obvious they added a whole foot layer of topsoil so their roots can go deeper down.
Okay.
Because the deeper the roots, and then the longer the roots, more stable the vine becomes.
Okay.
So you can make great wines year after year. And then that little bit of soil difference can make a huge difference in winemaking and viniculture. It's more on viniculture, obviously.
Okay.
But so they got declassified all the way down to regional, so you can't even call it Meursault, although it's from Meursault. Matter of fact, it's from Meursault Premier Cru region,
Woo, we are learning things. Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
so
go
there's
on.
a lot of tiers in Burgundy. There's a regional, there is Village, Premier Cru, and Grand Cru, but in Meursault, there's only up to Premier Cru. So this one, they couldn't even put the Village. They couldn't even put the Premier Cru.
Oh.
They have to label as a regular Burgundy, which is
Okay.
the least favored wine out of the
Okay.
entire wine world per se.
Okay.
Because, you know, people want to drink some high-end wines. So that's kind of what happened. But for us, relatively for people who know about wine, it's a great, extremely great value wine because you can experience Premier Cru quality at a regional price tag. So
Wow,
this
that's
is what
great.
it is. So, but that is also why it's hard to find in a mass retail
Okay.
because it won't even make it to retail half the time because their
Because
production
it's
is small.
already- oh,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah, not only
Nice.
not only
That
it
makes
gets
sense.
snatched out before it hits retail, but also
The quantities are limited.
I
That
think
makes sense.
they only produce about at most 6,000 bottles a year,
Okay.
which isn't much for worldwide
Right, when
demand.
you think worldwide.
But you can enjoy this kind of wine under $50. That is insanely great.
And you said
price.
for those of you that know about wine, the only thing I know is I'm empty. I think he poured me less. I'm just making a little observation here because I did look at his and I did look at mine. I thought mine was
Here,
lower,
little
but
heavier
I
pour there.
thank you very much. I
there you go.
appreciate that.
I know you love this wine. We
It's
all
really
do.
quite
Yeah, this
good.
one definitely. It's way beyond its own. What you call it? It's beyond its weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to say this. June made sea bass this last week, and I'm
Yeah.
not a big, huge sea basser.
You're not
Is that
really
what you would
fisher.
say, sea basser?
You're not
Yeah, I'm not
fisher.
really. I like swordfish, I like halibut.
Yeah.
And I like lobster. I'll do crab too, but so much work into the crab, it's just
Way
too much.
too
I'd
much.
rather just go
I'll
straight,
never do it, yeah.
straight to a lobster. But he made sea bass this week, and it was so delicious. I am thinking that the sea bass would have been fabulous with this.
For this one, probably.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
so good. I can only
This
imagine.
this could even pair with a little bit more acidic dish because it's very high in acidity.
Okay.
So you can probably even pair this with some kind of like a citrus salad.
Okay.
It'll pair beautifully together.
Would have been nice. Yeah. It is quite nice. It's a little
Yeah.
citrusy, a little bit
I think this is 20,
fresh on the tongue.
22? Yeah, 2022.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
so if you go not even half a mile, 10th of a mile north is Cushteri's Vineyard and
Yeah.
their Premier Cruise, and that bottles go for $2,000-3,000 a bottle
Wow.
easily, and then we can enjoy this for
All right.
way fraction of that cost.
Confession here. Dave and I have not been in Napa. We're working so hard. Our hustle is on. We're hoping maybe in December we can sneak away and maybe get to Napa. And June and his lovely wife Jenna could show us the lay of the land and introduce us to some
Yeah.
of these wonderful, wonderful wineries that are
There's
there.
so many wineries, and I hope some of the people I met last year still works there.
Still, yeah, that'd be nice.
Usually they
wouldn't it?
do, because especially I would love to meet John again.
It's like the wedding business.
yeah,
We're all
yeah.
still in the wedding business.
Yeah.
How many years later? Because you love it.
Yep.
I can't
That is-
imagine not being in the wine business because you get to taste and all that good stuff. I would think if you're in the wine business, you're in the wine business forever.
Oh, heck yeah. And then it's really small too. The community is very small.
Yeah.
Like, I met this gentleman in Nickel and Nickel. He was just a regular, like I wouldn't say sales, because they're not really able to sell anything.
Okay.
They're just explaining about their wine. You can buy it if you want.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
So like a product manager? Or-
sure, they're more of an educator.
Yeah,
For those
nice.
who doesn't understand wine that much, why certain vineyard is better than the other, why
Okay.
certain vineyards more unique than the other,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So I consider them more of an educator than a salesperson.
Okay.
Because wine, by a huge margin, tastes better with some knowledge.
I would agree with that.
If you drink wine just blind, just as a drink, I think there's a tremendous difference between doing that versus what you're drinking.
Yeah.
Why certain wine tastes this way, that kind of stuff.
No, I agree because we've had several dinners
Mm-hmm.
at the Jung's home. And honestly, oh my gosh, he's a good cook. He's a really good cook. My husband, by the way, comes from the culinary world too. So I get the best of both worlds. If we go to their house and eat, ooh, it's so good. At our house and eat, Dave just made me for,
Oh, your
gosh,
anniversary meal?
my anniversary
Yeah.
dinner. I got roses,
Yep.
and he made me lobster tails, and
more
he
than
made me beef tenderloin. It was so good.
Oh,
Dinner was so
you mean
good.
you mean filet?
Yeah, beef tenderloin.
No, last week you
It's
called it
just
filet.
different. It's just different. No, it's different. I love a filet, but the beef tenderloin's just so different. And we were talking about forever a second ago. I said, this is forever. I would be working there forever. In 1931, I have some information for
Yeah.
you. The Hitching Post Chapel was the very first chapel in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is kind of where it all started. Down the street from us, closer to like Fremont Street is where
What
it
year
was.
was it?
1931.
That's almost 100 years ago.
Right?
Almost.
The city eased its laws, so therefore you could come in without having to have the blood test. And it made things, this is why they kind of went into nice, quickie marriages, because there was no waiting for a blood test, which is something they used to do back in the day. And the very first couple, or celebrity couple that was married in Las Vegas was Clara Bow. They were actors, and Rex Bell. And I thought that was the cutest thing because
I have no idea who they
her
are.
name has a bow in it. Her last name was Bow. We use bows in weddings all
Like
the time, and they
B.O.W.?
look so good. B-O-W, yes. And his was Bell, like wedding bells. And they were one of the first like celebrity couples married in Las Vegas in 1931. And in 1934, they had the first edition of Bride magazine. That was born
Okay.
in
That's when it
1934.
started. So that's been
kind of
around
cool
a while.
stuff, right?
Okay.
And also in 1934, this one's kind of a fun fact. The movie Bride of Frankenstein
Okay.
premiered, but that was more about somebody you didn't want to marry, Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay.
LOL. But that was kind of funny. Yeah, so The Bride of Frankenstein was premiered back in 1934. I'm trying to look. Oh, and in the 1930s, the average cost for a wedding dress. Now,
For dress.
hold your hats, ladies. Clutch your pearls. Let me say, the dress cost was like $1,100 back then.
In 30s?
Yes, in the 30s.
It
was a big deal.
lot. Didn't houses cost like $6,000
Well, now everyone goes to
back
Amazon, right? I mean, if you've got a cute little figure, you can go to Amazon and get a dress for like almost nothing. I hear brides all the time, like, I got this dress for like $12. I got the dress for $15. I'm like, what?
We had one couple that got it from Outlet Mall.
The outlet mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zara, I think. What's
I
called?
like Zara, though.
Yeah.
Zara's nice.
I can't.
As
fit them
far as
anymore.
fashion, they look great. I think they
yeah.
look great. H&M, I'm not a big fan. It's a little too, but for sure, Zara's really nice, I
But
think.
I still see a lot of David's bridal still.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine that though. Back in the 30s, a dress about $1,100.
But
And we're
at
not
the
just talking the famous
yeah,
people.
But at the time, it wasn't like a big, like David's Bridal, like a big shop where you can go and you have options,
But
right?
I think it was just very sensational to say you're getting married. And most of those big Hollywood era type weddings all happened at courthouses. Or they were like kind of elopement style, like wedding chapels, like what we're doing. That was like kind of the craze. That was what was happening back in the 30s. How exciting, right? To see like the progression of everything. You know, I think it's just special. But
I think-
again, $1,100 to me is like,
Back
wow,
then, that
it's
was
quite the bite.
I mean, even now it's a lot of money.
But
Back
imagine
then,
when
it's
your
even
dress,
more money.
okay, come to the Say I Do Chapel. Imagine when your dress is more expensive than your
wedding.
Wedding? Yeah.
That's probably what
I
happened.
think we're doing things right, though. That's
think
super
so.
exciting.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that about us, the fact that we don't have the convenience fees. We're not doing any of those extra, like the 3% that a credit card would charge you. We don't charge you for that. We don't charge extra if you want to play a little music, which we play for
no,
you
no
anyway.
nickel and diming.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
nickel and diming.
Yeah, flat
I
fee
really love
and
that.
You get what you expect.
And my favorite part, June is a master behind that camera. So the fact that you're getting it's hard to believe, all of your wedding photos as part of your package, amazing. Just amazing. We did have a guest set up for us this week, but he was unable to make it after all. He had an emergency come up, but next week I think we're going to have a little guest. We're kind of trying to rotate everybody through. We've got a lot of friends that are going to be coming in, talking about their businesses. I'm excited to talk about the barbers up the street.
Okay.
We just had a couple yesterday, and they're probably going to utilize June's services to be a second shooter. Oh, the couple was so darling. I love the fact he came in with a
took
Happy
me a while to
Gilmore ball
click.
cap on. Cutest couple ever. They're having a religious ceremony prior, and then they're doing their big ceremony off-site.
Big ceremony.
And yeah, they're
100
hiring
plus
me
guests?
for the, yes,
Yeah, that's a
about
lot of
135
guests.
maybe
Yeah.
guests. And I'm going to be doing the ceremony in Espanol and in English. So we're super excited for them. And they were the cutest couple.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're probably going to hire June as well for their second shooter. And I have to say that when you have that many guests, let me tell you, I asked him to explain it to our couple what a second shooter does. Super important. But go ahead and
Yeah,
tell
so-
our friends what you do as a second shooter.
So
while I have more wine.
in micro wedding elopements, it's not much of a problem because all your focus goes into the couple.
Right.
But whereas on a traditional bigger weddings, like I will say anywhere above 40 to 50 guests,
Right.
I feel like that's when you need to consider having a second shooter. And then, but I don't like the term second shooter because
Okay.
it makes photographer feel like they're not as important as their primary.
Which I have to admit,
Yeah.
I love the candid
Yeah,
shots. The
but-
candid shots,
yeah.
he's going to explain to you
Yeah.
what that basically these shots are for the
But
second
the
shooter.
term second shoot came from because obviously they're usually hired after the primary one, or they're usually, in many ways, second shooter compared to the primary shooter, I feel like they have to be more skilled at a lot of stuff.
Yes, I agree.
Because primary shooter is focused on, I'm only talking on big 50 plus guest wedding,
Right.
not a chapel wedding. What happens is primary photographer is way too focused on a couple, but that's their job. That's the thing.
Right.
They're way focused on the couple. Their job is to collect, I hate the word collect, but
Well,
capture.
right.
They're focused on capturing group photos, interaction between couple and the guests, but they tend to miss all the background stuff.
Yes.
All the interaction between guests, all the so
The thing I think I
yeah.
mentioned yesterday was one of those moments I see that I love so much when the mother actually didn't see her daughter coming down the aisle yet, didn't check with her beforehand. And it's that moment, it's that crescendo
Yeah.
when that bride is coming down the aisle and mom's tears just start coming down and I don't have kids, so
Yeah.
I'm getting sensitive
Yeah,
by
yeah.
but it's so beautiful. The fact that you would have a second shooter when you have a larger wedding like that, to
that's
me,
our focus, yeah.
is
Yeah.
just
Some
sensational.
some call it photojournalistic, some call it second shooter, some
Right.
call it candid. I think it's just a whole another realm of a photographer group who specialize on that.
Yeah, I
And
love
I
it.
came from that world. That was my
So special.
specialty, yeah. Because so when you're walking down the aisle, primary photographer is focused on the couple, them walking down.
Right.
Getting the reaction of the groom, seeing bride for the first time, vice versa, that kind of stuff. But primary photographer, they have no time, literally no time to get shots of groom's parents, bride's parents, their grandparents, whoever the guest is. And those photos are also extremely memorable. In fact, I feel like those photos are sometimes more memorable than the anyone.
Yeah.
Because I did one reception a while ago up in the stratosphere.
Okay.
Before the wedding start, father of the bride comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make some speech. Can you focus on their reaction, not me?" And then I was a little thrown off because I'm usually focused on because I was a primary photographer for that.
You're going to make me cry even more.
So,
Go
so I was
ahead.
focusing on the couple more so.
Right.
But then I'm like, So I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. So I did a little shot. I might put like a little shot of it. To my knowledge, that was the last time them three together had a real talk, because he had a condition.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I hear this story, not just mine, but similar along those lines from another photographers many times. Their grandparents came up, hey, I have
A condition,
yeah,
right?
few months
Something's
left.
happening.
Couple doesn't know.
Right.
So I want you to take as much photo together of us.
And
And
you know
couple
what?
has no idea. And
Let
then,
me interject.
Yeah.
It kills me. We get so many couples that come in and they really just want to do the sign and go. And I will tell you, life, there are no promises. So if you can get those photos, it's so important, because it is a moment in time. You're either dressed or not dressed. And we have plenty of couples that come in not dressed, and we sit there and we say, but it's what you have in your heart that's more important. So if you do find yourself coming to Las Vegas and it's spur of the moment and you say, we're going to get married, and you are not running out to get a dress, you're not running out to get a suit, please let us capture those moments for you, because we just don't know how much time we have on this. It sounds so, I hate sounding so morbid, but honestly, I mean, I can't tell you how many couples have called, you know, after the fact, when I've worked at other places, saying, those were the only professional photos that we had and they looked so good. Is there any way that you might still have those photos? So friends, please, if you have that opportunity to just step up and spend the $100 more, whatever, just do it, especially if you're with us, because we want to make it a beautiful memory for you no matter what.
Yeah, we have plenty of couple who shows up just like how I'm dressed right now.
Exactly, because
Jeans and a
that
shirt.
says to me, not that those people that are dressing up are any less, but I'm saying that just speaks from your heart. Is the wine getting to me? Am I crying? I'm sitting here sobbing so much. I'm so sorry. But it's just so sweet that you have those moments, and that's what it's about. And talking to this couple yesterday, they were here for like an hour and a half. They were just darling. We got to hear their whole love story and everything else. Honestly, I cannot wait for October for this wedding, because they were just so wonderful.
And I'm waiting for that October weather.
And I can't wait to meet their grandmother, because they said grandma wears like funky glasses and she's got some
like a
great
fun
rainbow glasses
grandma,
and that.
yeah.
They're like, she's gonna love your glasses. I said, I'm gonna love your grandmother, because I
Speaking of
love
summer,
old people.
It's getting a little insanely hot.
Yes, it is. It's been warm.
So when it's hot, you always think about pool.
Isn't that the truth?
And speaking of pool, I got some hilarious story about pool.
Tell me what.
So this was, oh man.
Early career, I'm assuming.
No, I'll say around middle.
Okay.
Middle early.
Okay.
I was out there.
At a chapel?
Not chapel.
Okay.
I was out there photographing. They rented they had like an area to rent out. It was a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like an area you can rent out. It wasn't like a wedding venue. It was just a place.
A spot. Okay.
Yeah. They turned it into their own thing, and then right behind it there's a pool.
Okay.
So I don't know why they chose it that orientation. I wish they kind of flopped it or made it the long way. But anyways, right where minister is standing,
Okay.
you're looking at about 3 steps, so about 3-4 foot behind it, there's a pool.
Okay.
I think you know this spot. It's like a little, what do you call it? Not.
I just saw a video, so keep going.
Yeah.
Keep
anyways,
going.
so minister's doing her thing, They're doing the ceremony, and then there's 2 photographers, 1 videographer, and then this one I was the second shooter.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of all over, right? And then at one point, I was focused on guests, right? And then at one point, I hear splash.
Oh no.
I'm like,
The minister went in?
I'm looking around. I'm like, no, minister's there. I see my photographer. And then I'm like, holy cow, where's the videographer?
No, with the camera and
With the
everything?
camera.
No. Oh my gosh.
And then it was a bigger set too, right? So that gear is not cheap whatsoever. I thank God he had proper insurance, and that aside.
But wait. Were we able to save the video?
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Woo! Okay.
Well, yes and no.
Wait a minute. What's the no part?
So the video's on what we call SD card, right?
Okay, right.
SD card, especially good quality ones, they're often waterproof.
Okay.
So as long as you don't forcefully pull out the battery, it will save the data.
Okay.
But then some
super data.
but some cameras, especially like ENG cameras, I think that's what it was using. It records constantly, so even you get sudden power outage, you still have a.
Wait a minute. So him going in the water was kind of.
So when he came out, you obviously camera's drenched, right? There's no way it's gonna work.
Word.
He pulled out his phone and continued filming. I think that was his last day, but.
Wow, nice knowing you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I got to give him props to solve the problem he had.
Goodness. Why am I still tearing up? Sorry.
Yeah.
So wow, that's a good one.
So yeah, I mean, you can hear the gasp from the guests. It's like.
That's hilarious.
But it was like early in the ceremony.
Yeah.
So it didn't hit that, you know how you guys have your crescendo in the ceremony and all that?
Of course.
It didn't influence any of that, thankfully.
Okay.
There was just a little pause, but yeah, I guess you really want to go in the pool because it's so hot.
Anywho, speaking of ceremonies, let's just go to an icon.
Icon.
Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
In 1942. She was 16, and she married her next door neighbor, who was, I think, 21 years old.
You can get married that early?
Well, if with parents' consent, yes.
Oh.
And he was a 21-year-old police officer in Los Angeles Police Department. We love our police. We love our first responders. Yeah, she married him, and they sadly divorced, though, like, say, 4 years later. When he joined the Marines, and she started her modeling career. He ended up writing a book back in, like, 1997. To Norma Jean with Love, which tells you that she probably was always his first love and his forever love. Kind of a sweet story. She did marry in courthouses all 3 times, the 3 marriages that she did have. Little inside baseball, she married Joe DiMaggio, the famous baseball player, in 1954. I'm trying to remember, I'll get my notes here. They were only married for 9 months. She was 25 at the time. And then again in 1956, at age 30, she married playwright Arthur Miller, also at a courthouse. And that marriage was her longest marriage that lasted 6 years. She was also, we all love Marilyn Monroe, don't we? She was also, fun facts, she was also dated Charlie Chaplin, Milton Berle, Marlon Brando, and Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
And the rumor, I mean, they've never actually said that it was true, but the rumor was also that she dated John F. Kennedy and his brother, Robert Kennedy.
Wasn't there that famous song? Was it her?
You're thinking of the song that Elton
Happy
John
Birthday?
wrote. Oh, when she sang "Happy Birthday" to the president.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Yeah, that one.
Mr. President.
Yeah, that one.
In that iconic dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a married man. Yes. But yes, that was, all part of that. I'm going to give you my fun story. It just happened a week ago. And hugs and kisses to our friends in the UK. So our couple comes in.
Moral of the previous story, if you want your marriage to last, don't get married in a courthouse.
Oh, that's true. Don't get married in the courthouse if you want your marriage to last. Yikes, that was my husband chiming in. At any rate, oh, by the way, yes, we celebrated our anniversary. I'm going to say it again, 18 years. Woo! He's awesome. This is why the marriage works, because I'm all over the board. But he is like the sweetest person and the nicest person
Especially with some pint.
with a few pints. He's Irish, so he likes his Guinness, and so does June. That is their
Yep.
little correlation. The
Yep.
two of them, they're good friends that way. But anyway, my story was this UK couple that comes in. We're finishing up a ceremony last week. A couple's finishing up. All of their guests are in here. Someone's looking at me through the window, and they're giving me the finger. Not the middle finger, but the ring finger. And he's like, give me the ring finger. And I'm like, yes. He's wearing a cowboy hat. It's red, white, and blue. She's wearing a cowboy hat. It's red, white, and blue. They're with another couple. I said, come on in, talk to June. I'm finishing up with our last couple. Our last couple's exiting. Their guests are super excited. It's super loud in the place. I think it was like June 5th, or July 5th, sorry. 5th
No,
of July.
that was the 4th day.
No, I think it was 5th of
Fifth?
July. I think it was the 5th
Okay.
of July. They were just a little late on their red, white, and blue.
Nah.
But it's all cool.
They're
from
jet-lagged.
They're from England. Anywho, so we do this. They decide they want to get married. They end up going to the bureau. They come back. They're all excited. She gets a veil. They're in casual clothes. They're all like, it's just about the love we have for each other. They put their phone in the back. We don't charge for you putting on your family on FaceTime. Do the whole ceremony. Everything's fabulous. And then I realized at the very end, when I decided to take the bride's phone, it's mom and dad in the UK. It's 7 a.m. They're still in bed.
They're still sleeping.
Dad's under the covers, kind of, sort of. And mom, she's got something on top, but dad doesn't. So I start chit-chatting with mom and dad,
Wow.
FaceTiming with them, and they're in bed. Kind of reminded me of Yoko Ono and John Lennon, that love-in. Sweet that they're married so many years. At any rate, I started walking them around the chapel
Yeah, you're
and
showing
showing
them around.
them the chapel.
In the middle of doing the photos, I'm like,
And
where are you
started
going?
singing, going to the chapel for them. That was really hilarious. That was a really fantastic moment.
That was.
Some of the nicest people walk through our doors. Truly, we have some of the best guests. And
fun.
some of the most wonderful love coming through and gracing this chapel. We just have to say, at the end of it, right?
I think
Cheers
so.
to love
Weddings.
and wine. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next week.
Oh, that's so good. It was
I'm in
so,
heaven.
It was so good it made you cry.
I couldn't stop crying, seriously. I don't know what was happening. I just couldn't stop crying.
Oh, it was just that
I
kind of a
started
wine.
having moments, and I couldn't stop crying, just thinking about people losing their family members and just everything. Anyway, my husband's coming in. Hubby, come on in.
Cut.
Making sure he gets more. Cut.
Oh my Jesus.
That's a hell of a board. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
You do deserve that. Go ahead, June, take that. No, honey, really, seriously, I don't need it. I need food. I need food. I don't need more wine.